All right, this is the 2.05 mid-unit check reteach. Make sure you're working out the problems in your math notebook while you watch this video. Question 1 was, what is the value of x in the equation represented by the tiles? Okay, so the first thing you have to do is write the equation. You have 3 negative x's, so you just write that as negative 3x. These are positive ones. There are 4 of them, so that's plus 4. Then you have 2 negative x's, and then 1 positive. So we have to put the variables on the same side. So you want to just go ahead and you can add 2x to both sides. All right, so this cancels each other out. Then you have negative 3x plus 2x. That's a negative 1x, or just negative x. Bring down the plus 4. And then you have the plus 1, so it's 1. Then you have plus 4 here, so opposite or inverse is to subtract the 4 from both sides. This cancels. So then you have negative 1x, or just negative x. Then 1 minus 4. Put that in the calculator just like you see that, is negative 3. Remember the integer rules? Minus 4 means plus negative. So then you would divide both sides by a negative 1. You have negative 3 divided by negative 1. Those are 2 negatives, so the answer ends up being positive. Question 2. What value of x makes this equation true? I'm just going to rewrite it over here. We have 0.17x minus 0.03 is equal to 0.03x minus 0.002. All right, and use your calculators. We need the variables on the same side. So you're going to subtract this 0.03x. Once you do one side, you have to do to the other. Line up those decimals, or just use that calculator. This cancels. And then you have 0.17 minus 0.03x. It ends up being 0.14x. Then you still have the minus 0.03. And then on the right side, it's 0. It is a negative because it shows minus there. So negative 0.002. All right, so then you're going to add, because that's the opposite of the minus there. So you can line up the decimals there, but I would go ahead and just put it into the calculator. So you're going to put in negative 0.002 plus 0.03. All right, so you should have got on the calculator 0.028. Putting that on the wrong side, sorry. This cancels, so then you have 0.14x. Use your calculator, divide by 1400ths on both sides. All right, and you should have got 0.02. And again, you can use your calculator, put the left side in as y equals what you see on the left side, then do the right side. All right, so you would put into the calculator, you could push the 0, and it comes, you have to put, use the keyboard that's there. Click the 0, the decimal, whatever one's the decimal there, 0, and, oh, I'm sorry, I wrote that wrong. It's 0.2. There's my mistake here. It's this 0.2. So, sorry about that. So, just push the 0, the decimal, and the 2. Alright, question number 3. What value of x makes this equation true? So I'm going to rewrite it over here. X over 3 minus 3 is equal to x over 9 plus 3. Alright, so with this one, it might be easier just to put it into the calculator. There's a lot of different ways you can do it. You can leave the fractions. I'm going to go ahead and show you with a calculator real quick. Alright, so on the calculator, you would put you have to use the y equals, and then you're going to put x divided by 3. Make sure you're using the x key on the keyboard, not the multiplication sign there. Alright, so that's the x divided by 3. Then you have to click away from it and then put the minus 3. So make sure it looks just like you see it on the test or the problem. On the other side was y. You're going to do y equals, and it was x over 9. So x divided by 9, and then it's plus 3. Alright, so then you want to collapse this. We're going to zoom out so we can see where it crosses over here. Zoom back in. There it is. So it's always, what is x? X is 27. So that's the answer, 27. Another way you can do this is you can guess and check. You could check to see, well, does 3 work? Because if you put the 27 in where the x's are, 27 over 3 minus 3, does that equal 27 over 9 plus 3? The 27 divided by 3 is 9. 27 divided by 9 is 3. And what these have to come out to the same number. So yes, that works. All right, number 4. All right, a little bit easier now. Those who don't like those fractions. So we have 12x minus 15 is equal to 6 minus 3x. We want the variables on the same side, so we're going to add 3x to both sides. Alright, this cancels. Then you did 12 plus the 3x is 15x. We still have the minus 15, and then we still have the 6. Then you're going to add 15 to both sides. And this cancels, so we're left with just 15x. And 6 plus 15 is 21. Divide by 15. Now notice the answer is a fraction. Okay, so leave it as a fraction, but simplify it. Both of those numbers can be divided by 3. Remember how to simplify fractions? You divide both the top by 3, you get 7, and the bottom by 3, you get 5. So it should be 7/5. All right, next question. We have the 2x plus the 3 is equal to x minus 4. We want our x's on the same side. So you're going to subtract the x. That cancels. 2x minus 1x is just x. And so then you have plus 3. You're going to subtract the 3 from both sides. This cancels, and then you get x is equal to negative 7. So on this, because it's negative, you have to put a negative sign here. And then this is your decimal. It's an integer, so you're just going to put the 7 right there. All right, so on the attempt for 2.05, you can actually just go back into the math course, click on content at the top, find 2.05, open the link, and log in to retake this assessment.